A pair of white storks. So as I mentioned, not a bird of prey, but they are still a predatory bird. They are a wading bird. And you may have heard this throughout the day. What defines a bird of prey is the fact that a bird of prey catches its dinner using its feet and using the very sharp talons on the ends of its toes as its means of doing so. These guys, they've been equipped with a very long, very sharp, and very powerful spear of a beak on their face. So they'll go ahead and use their beak to catch their dinner. Now I'll come and see if they want to come and join me just at the front of the arena here. The wind is a little bit tricky for them, so they have to go ahead and wrap themselves around. They go ahead and hoop their wings, and then they also then drop their legs just to act as a bit of an air brake. And there we are, all safe and sound. So excellent stuff. So Chalky just here, Tiny just on the right. They go ahead and live together, but there is a bit of a hierarchy, and we often have to go ahead, especially when food's involved. I have to do my best to try to be in the middle, just sort of keep the pace, you know what I mean? Because it's a bit like any kids out there, and you've got brothers and sisters. Parents, do they argue? No. Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of the same with these guys, really. Now this is a species, they are quite widespread, really. You'll go ahead and find them across all parts of, especially Eastern Europe, and also if you go to Spain, it's a really good place to see them. Go to parts of Germany, and also throughout Asia. They're thought of very, very kindly throughout all sorts of folklore and stories. I'm sure you've all seen, maybe not heard about the story per se, but you may have seen the image about, you know, storks bringing babies and everything like that, carrying them in their beaks and everything in a little cloth. But they are thought of very kindly, especially like compared to the opposite of that. Think of all like the negative press that the vultures get, for example. But they are a species that, across their range, you'll find them across over sorts of open water meadows and open habitat, where they'll go about feeding on all sorts of small mammals, mice, voles and shrews. They'll take all sorts of invertebrate life. They will take fish, and they will also scavenge wherever they can. So very, very resourceful when it comes to finding food. Lots of different avenues of finding ways to eat. And it's also really not uncommon for these guys to think about going about nesting on people's houses. It was seen as a very fortunate thing, especially if you go to parts of Poland or Germany, to have storks nesting on your house.